What's going on, man? It's your big brother, K-Rino. Check it out, man. I want to ask y'all a question, and I know y'all can't answer it now, but you can answer it in the comments. Um, is it good? Is it beneficial in any way to air out your problems that you have with another person publicly? Publicly being in this day and age, social media being TV and stuff for celebrities. If you're a celebrity or something, they go on TV and talk about it on the radio and podcasts. But for the most part, the average person, it would be social media. Um, I'm one of those people who are just under the belief that you should never air out dirty, um, ugly problems that you're having within your family or within a relationship. I just don't believe in putting that on social media. And anytime I see people do that, the first question I always ask is, what's their purpose and or motive? Because some people would do that, but they do it for different reasons. Some people do it because they just are angry and they want to expose the person that they angry at. I'm just gonna let everybody know how you really are, and I'm just gonna put you out there and show the world how you really are. That's one reason why people do it. Another reason people do it is that they themselves are seeking some kind of attention, some kind of sympathy from whatever audience they may have that will come on in the comments and say, "Oh man, it's gonna be all right. Yeah, don't worry. God got you, and karma is gonna get them." And they want support. Um, Other people, they just don't know no better. They just feel like, okay, my life is part of my life is social media, and I just openly share. They don't have any shame about it as well. Um, but here's the dangers I would say into that. It's not good to do that. Number one, because it's none of nobody's business. It's none of anyone's business, man, with you and your sister, your brother, your mama, your daddy, your wife, your husband. It's nobody's business what y'all got going on. And I said this a long time ago in a video, and I was talking more in terms of relationships. Um, People make up all the time. People have fallouts and they make up all the time. So when you put all y'all stuff out there on each other like that, said all these things about each other, and if it escalated, y'all talk crazy, cussed each other out, and said hurtful things, then next thing you know, y'all cool again. You can't pull that back. That doesn't look good at all, man. So despite how angry you might be, how disappointed, upset, hurt you might be, it's good to hold that. You know, it ain't even good to talk to individuals about your problem these days because everybody gonna go back and tell what you just told them in confidence, and they said they wouldn't go tell nobody. But when you put everything that you got going on out in the open like that, you also open yourself up to a bunch of random people giving their opinions about a situation, about you and whoever else, and those people being that they don't even know. They don't know y'all. But everybody will form an opinion, and everybody will take sides and split down the middle based on who they feel is right and based on who they feel is wrong. It's just not wise to me to just put that out like that. And I know everybody saw Master P and Romeo, and then that's kind of what inspired this thought in me. It's hurtful on any level of relationships, but father son, mother daughter, that type of stuff, man. Especially if they've had a long-standing relationship. Um, I just don't think it's good to do that, man. And because you can always address that person directly. I don't see the need for it to be seen by everybody. I can't process that. I was like, why do everybody have to see it? The same message that you put out before the world, if you don't want to call me, you can shoot that to me in my inbox. You can shoot that in the text. There's so many ways that you can address me directly. So I always have to question, well, why did it have to be put out publicly like that? And sometimes people just want people to side with them, and I'm not accusing anybody of having some slick motives to it. I'm just trying to speak on this video to really just discourage that move, that emotional response is what I think it is. I think, you get mad, and especially if somebody is the first to initiate it. If somebody else goes public and then they include you in it, then your first natural inclination is to defend yourself, to say, well, wait a minute, he's saying all this about me. Hold on, let me let people know about him now. But what did we do 30, 40 years ago? Before social media and all that exists, before that was a Twitter, before that was a Instagram, a Facebook, a YouTube, or whatever. What did we do then? We either addressed it directly or we just stopped dealing with that person altogether. We can do irreparable damage when we let our um, fingers getting too reckless, and before you know it, you said something that, in trying to defend yourself, you said something that you can't fix with a person that you actually care about and love. We got to stop doing that. We got to stop airing it out publicly, man. We just have to. And it's two sides to every story. So when people are saying who's right and who's wrong, man, you don't know, man. The truth usually lies somewhere in the middle. And the reality is that in that truth, it typically would be revealed that both sides, both parties, can share some wrong as well as they can share some right. But if we feel like we're not wrong, we're going to go in and go in and go in and go in, and nothing gets solved. Nothing gets solved when you want to do it like that, man. And those celebrity situations, people might look and say, well, man, we worry about that old fake Hollywood celebrity stuff. I get all that, but there's a lesson in everything if you pay attention. You can watch what they go through because they ain't much different from us. They may just got a little money and they more known, but they go through the same things, in some cases worse things. So you can watch and observe and gain lessons from it, and um, at the very least be shown in certain situations what not to do. So keep that in mind the next time you have a problem with somebody, and because I see it on smaller levels all the time. People just, whatever they going through, they go straight to social media on it, straight to it, and it just doesn't make sense to me why we do that. Find something else to do until your mind simmers down. Go work out, man. Go watch TV or something, man. Go do some work. Go take a nap. But don't let that first response be that negative one where you decide you want. And even if it's not related to you having an issue with another person, even if it's just something that you're going through in your personal feelings in life. Everything is not for everybody to know. And that's our biggest problem. We feel like we got to tell everybody everything that we doing. It's just not a wise way to move because people will use those very words against you. People will study how you feel and what you're saying and how you moving to figure out ways to manipulate you and use you, take advantage of you. So let's have some self-control with that, man. Because families are breaking up behind this crap, and we don't need that, man. All right, man. It's your big brother K-Rino. I'll catch y'all a little bit later on. Y'all go subscribe to the Underground Dialogue podcast. Go subscribe right now, Underground Dialogue podcast. Check out the content. Peace.